Welcome to Deep Breath, the intentional pause we take together to slow things down for just a moment, to feel grounded in the present, focus on mental health, and recenter your day in small segments that everyone has time for. So this week I wanted to take some time to talk about the holidays. It's something that comes up every year. And we have some resources for you, whichever way the holidays kind of go for you. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is that we definitely have you covered if the holidays are something that you find stressful. Maybe there are moments that you find stressful, different situations you don't necessarily like to find yourself in, but maybe are forced to because of the holidays. We have some episodes that go over some of that stuff, and I think you'd really like that. So I will add those into the show notes. You can also just search holiday help. That tends to be the theme that we kind of go around for these sorts of things. At the same time, I also want to discuss maybe times that we might want to remember or be present. And so what does that look like? So this week I'm going to talk a little bit about some meditation stuff, some stuff I picked up from Community Roots, but some other things like, Headspace or Calm, to try to be present. One of the great things I like about just this thought experiment of being present and being in the moment is the practice of kind of bringing it back to home base or just kind of refocusing. It's natural for your mind to kind of get distracted or pulled in different directions. There's a lot going on. I've got a watch on that buzzes a million times. Literally, as I'm recording, my partner is playing piano in the background. So there's a lot of pulls and stuff, and part of recentering and be present is, I guess, that recentering or just refocusing. And so for me, what that looks like is focusing on my feet. It's something that I learned from Headspace, just starting from the bottom and kind of working your way up. But it's a way almost for my mind to recognize the sensation of coming back. And so something that Headspace talks about is maybe starting with your feet, the sensation between the ground and your soles of your feet, the bottom part of your feet as it kind of goes up. Maybe you feel the sock or the sandal or the breeze on the top of your foot. Just the pressure, as you kind of go up to your ankles. See, I could do this all day. But the point being is it kind of starts in your feet. And what that does is kind of gets your mind to focus on something that isn't the distracting buzzing of the phone, or whatever, your child banging on the drums in the background, whatever that may be. What it kind of does is it recenters your mind. It gets it focused on something else so you can focus and be present in the moment. Maybe you can ask yourself when you're refocusing is, what do things smell like? What do things look like? What do things sound like right now? Being present in the moment, I think, is noticing these things and just kind of taking note of them and being present in that moment, even in a conversation, or maybe just in a moment of quiet reflection. I think there's space in both areas. Maybe you can enjoy the sound of somebody's voice or, the smell of the home-cooked meal coming to your nose or whatever it may be. Focusing on those things, attaching memory to those things and sensation to that memory is a good practice. And it's something I want to do actively more, and so I figured I could share that with you all as we kind of head into this next couple weeks, how to be present, and maybe how to find warmth in those moments as we head into the colder, darker parts of the year. And maybe being present at those times, it'll be easier to call back to. So just food for thought. I hope this deep breath finds you in a safe place. I'm excited because next week we are going to come out with an episode with me, Sarah, and Mom, something we haven't done in a minute. So join us next week for that, and I hope you are safe, warm, and I will talk to you guys soon.